Hi everyone, welcome back. I just got an invitation to a wedding last second. I have to leave in 2 hours, but I'm going to show you my makeup, my hair, and my outfit. It's going to be a little bit of a speed run, but I think it's going to be fun. I need to get my ducks in a row and let's get into the makeup. Okay, so let's begin. So today is Marie's wedding. Marie is a newer friend of mine, obviously, hence the last second invitation. Originally, she invited me to come for the dance portion afterwards, but someone canceled because they got ill, so now I got invited to the whole thing, which is really, really exciting. I haven't been to a wedding in a really long time, so I'm excited. I'm starting with the E.L.F. Power Grip Primer, and my hair is a little bit in a funny situation right now. I just washed the crown portion of my hair. I often do this because washing my whole head with extensions takes a lot of work, and it's not really good for them to be washed all the time, so I just wash this portion of my head a few times a week and I'm good. For foundation, I'm going for my Makeup Forever HD Skin in 1N14. This is one of my favorite foundations for events, and I'm going to try to just apply the thinnest layer possible while it's still being a good layer of it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be too much because it's a hot one out there today. Okay, foundation is officially on now. For my concealer, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever HD Skin in the shade 1.4Y. So now I'm going to set my under eyes using my Givenchy powder in the shade 3. I'm using a little Huda Beauty powder puff. Now I'm going to apply some creams. I'm going to use this Half Magic Beauty Beam Trap Light Beam Skin Illuminating Balm, and I'm using the lighter side to highlight today. Really like this stuff, actually. You know what it really reminds me of? It reminds me of the blush and highlighting duo Kosas used to have. I was obsessed with the highlighting side, and this is heavily reminding me of that, but better. It's not as thick of a pearl. It's like a very fine, thin, gorgeous pearl. I'm going to take some of my Makeup by Mario Softsculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. I have 2 dress options today. I thankfully have some like wedding attire here. Thank goodness I brought that when I moved over, but I have a really pretty blue dress from House of CB, or like a cutesy little lavender dress from Princess Polly. I'm kind of leaning more towards the House of CB dress because it's longer and I've never worn it before, and I've had it for like a few years and I just have never had the opportunity to wear it, and I feel like today's the day. I'm really excited too because there is someone who's going to be there who I find very, very cute and handsome, so we'll see what happens. I think the next steps are going to be all powder, so I'm going to take some setting powder. This is Huda Beauty's Pound Cake, and I'm taking it on a bigger Huda Beauty powder puff, and I'm really going to press it into my skin, and sometimes I overlap a little bit onto like a balmy highlight. I'm not worried that it's going to completely set that balm in place because I am going to be using some setting sprays, and usually that makes the balm come back out again. And I have oilier skin, so the balm always kind of like reactivates. I'm going to set that to the side. I'm sure I'll be using that again. I am undecided what tones I want. Do I want like the berry tones that I'm always so drawn to, or like kind of more pinky fresh colors? This is basically where my mind's at. Do I want like pinks like this, or just like nice mauvey berry tones like that? Both would look phenomenal with the 2 dresses I have. My gut is telling me the berry tones, and I'm first going to use this one, the one that has such a grasp on my heart. This is the Makeup Forever Wherever Rose blush, and I'm applying that with the F4 brush, and then I'm going to see if I need more. Maybe I'll top it with a little bit of that Cosmetics pinky color I pulled. That could be really cute, actually. Maybe a touch for vibrancy. And I'm going to be going in with a powder bronzer as well. I'm taking my Surratt bronzer in Soleil Doux and applying it with this nice MAC brush, the 143S. And I'm taking some of my Huda Beauty setting powder on a loose fluffy brush, and I'm going to be using this kind of as a setting powder. Obviously, I mean a finishing powder, just to kind of help blend all of those layers together. I have a little bit of nervous sweats happening right now, so I feel like my makeup's really gripping onto my skin. I just have this reoccurring nightmare. It happens to me all the time. I have like a very important event and I can't get ready quick enough and I always miss it. So that's what I'm feeling right now. I hate that feeling so bad. I just drowned my skin in a nice layer of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, just for a moment of peace. And I'm just going to wait for this to dry, and then I'm going to apply my brows, my little freckles, my eye primer, and I'll be right back. So in the meantime, please enjoy the kitten intermission. So I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with my eyes. Thankfully, I post a ton of makeup looks, so I just kind of went through my Instagram like a catalog, and I'm like, which Julia do I want to look like today? Okay, that one. So I'm first taking some setting powder, and I'm setting my eye primer, brow to crease. And to start off the eyes, I'm taking a brown liner. This is the Milk Infinity Brown. Ooh, I super smooshed it the last time I used this, poor thing. My goodness. So rough I can be, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to rub this on, see, I knew that was gonna happen. Now it's gonna make a big mess because I don't know where that tip broke off to. Can't be bothered to search for that right now, but I'm just going to define my outer corner, and then I'm going to smoosh this and smudge this around just for some outer corner depth. Most of this is going to be covered with the eyeshadow I'm going to be going in with. It's just going to add nice opacity. And I'm kind of doing like a rounded, yet still pointed kind of edge to it. Then I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, and I'm using my Patrick Ta Major Dimensions palette, the first one, and I'm taking this shade right here. And I'm using this Refer 15 Max. This is just going to go into my crease first, and I'm going to super diffuse this for a soft look, and then I'm going to flick it outwards. I'm also going to just pat some of that onto the entirety of my lid actually. Then with a flat brush, this is a Refer 02, I'm taking that shade right next to it. Actually a little mixture of both. And then I'm going to pat that right on the eyeliner first, and then I'm going to go upwards to meet my crease. With that same Refer 02 brush, I'm taking that darker color on its own this time, and I'm overlapping that right here and bringing the rest across, wiping it off on a little towel and taking that first light shade and doing the same thing, but opposite way, starting here and ending over here. I'll take a tiny detail brush. This is a Refer 23, and I'm taking the dark brown from the palette, the powder one, this one over here. And then I'm just going to refine and define this right here. Then I'm going to revisit that first brush and my setting powder, and then I'm going to do the same first step, brow to crease, to soften and take down the pigment a little. There, that's it. Oh, I found where that tip went. I'm now curling the hell out of my lashes. And then I'm going to add a good coat of Kill Lash mascara from Clio. Now I'm assessing if I want to add a few falsies just for like extra pizzazz, and I think the answer is yes. I'm going to take this Kiss Lash. These are the pre-glued ones and in medium long voluminous. I think I'm going to just take 2 and just put it on the outer. We'll see what that looks like though. These are so easy to use too. Yeah, that's perfect. 2 is good. And I'm using 2 of the smaller size. And then I always pinch them into my lashes just so that they are extra secured. Pinched a little close to my lash line there. Owie. I feel like I want a little bit of an inner corner highlight. I'm taking my Have Magic one, just shoving it in. Okay, now it's time for lips. And I think I'm going to add some lip stain on the perimeter of my lip. I'm using the Sacheu lip stain in Muah-Ve 02. While I'm letting this kind of set in, I'm going to take some of this. This is the One Size Until Dawn setting spray. Oh, I pull like a Chihiro crossing the bridge and I try not to breathe for a couple seconds or like a minute because it so makes me sneeze every time. And this is a very important step. You want to take a wet cloth or like a paper towel just to really dissolve that outer layer and to make it not look so crazy. Okay, and then I'll be using my Freck lip liner in 03. My cat's water fountain is sounding like a little water feature. I wonder if you guys can hear that. Hopefully it's not making you want to pee. I'm hoping it's adding a little relaxation. And then I'm going to try this. This is the Fenty Beauty High Shine Gloss Stick in the shade Is It Fussy 04. Oh, that's perfect for today. Love. If I were to get married in 2024, I think my makeup would be pretty similar to this. Maybe a little less eye. The eyes turned out to be a little bit more intense than I was going for, but that's okay. Face is done. I'll meet you for the hair section now. Okay, so here's where we are with hairs. I'm going to take my Dyson and blow dry the top here. Maybe I should plug it in first. I'm taking this attachment to smooth out my hair. And I smooth my hair going upwards just to maximize the amount of volume in my hair. Because my hair is kind of, it did not hold my style very good last night. I think I'm going to kind of almost restart. So I'm going to start sectioning off my hair. I'm gonna do it in rows of my extensions. And I just have some water in here. I'm gonna dampen it a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of this. I've never used this, so it's a little risky, but it's extra strong hold mousse. So I'm going to take a little bit of that and kind of put it through my hair. Sometimes this really helps to hold the curl of like the Dyson blowout. I haven't tried this exact mousse, but I've done it with different ones and it works really well. So I'm going to take my blowout attachments. I always have to look at them in the mirror to decide which one's the better one. I forgot to grab my clips, but I kind of clip each one. I have these ones here I could just use for a second. So instead of like switching the attachments all the time, I kind of just flip the thingy. Because I have really curly natural hair, I often do like a quick hot shot like I just did, and then I smooth it out and then it goes a lot easier. I'm going to film like a full hair tutorial where I can like really take my time, but this is just kind of more get ready with me style. And I don't like it when it's too poofy on top, so I'm kind of letting go a little bit of the curl and just kind of hanging the clips. I'm going to do the top portion with this attachment. I just created this chart quickly to show you all of the directions I curl my hair for that voluminous blowout look. So with my first and lowest section, I curl my hair kind of horizontally, more so aiming towards my face, just so that it wraps around my neck and chest really nicely. Then with my middle section, I curl them horizontally upwards for more of like a flippy look and to switch up the direction so all of the curls don't gather into one big curl. Then with my top section, I curl it down and horizontally towards my face once again. And then with my crown section, I curl all 3 sections towards the back. And then once those are nice and smoothed, I split my bang section and I curl them away from my face just to frame my face better. I shoved down my hair first, honestly, but it's okay. Now we'll see if this is gonna be way too curly or what. How's it looking? Very volume. Ooh, okay. Going to lightly brush through it. How's it look? Ooh, very good. Very, very good. Some of it is a little bit too much for me, so I'm going to take my main heat styling brush and just smoothen out and deflate the top because I feel like it's a little too poofy for me. Hurry up. Thank you. It'll deflate more, I have to remember that. My Devoness hair oil. I do want to do a full dedicated hair video when I can actually take my time and like really go through the steps with you guys. I didn't completely brush through it yet. I didn't want to deflate it too early on. The lighting in there was horrible. I was feeling a little bit like concerned for myself there, but this is way better. Okay, I gotta get dressed. Here are the 2 options I picked out. I know immediately I'm going to go with this one. I'm not even going to bother trying this on. I want to wear this one. I think it's better for today's event anyways. I spotted one curl that was kind of going in a weird direction, so I'm going to touch that up and I'm just going to fix it like this with good tension, and I start combing it like that. Okay, there we are. Any other misbehaving strands? Let a girl know. Actually, maybe don't, because I can't do anything about it at this time. Giving a little bit frizzy, I think because I got the nervous sweats, but you know what? It's gonna have to do. I like to take some hairspray and go like this, right there, to create kind of this volume. All right, hair's on. Hair's on. Hair's done. And the dress is on. I'll show you the dress. Here's a look at the makeup in natural light. I'm a little sweaty right now, but it's just adding to the glow. But here's the dress. I feel so pretty. I honestly feel like Ariel a little bit with the red hair and the blue dress. I'm just so happy and excited to wear this dress. Finally, I've been waiting forever. Oh, I just feel so good in it. I love, 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 love.
Can I hear a little commotion for the dress?
The carnage. Honestly, nothing makes me feel more confident than a House of CB dress. What do they put in these things? I just realized I never filmed a proper outro for today's video, but I wanted to thank Marie and Jarrett for inviting me to their wedding. It was such a beautiful evening. I had the best time celebrating your love and new friends. It was so nice, and the vows were so sweet, you guys. I cried throughout the whole thing. It was so beautiful, and I had the best time dancing the night away. And I hope you enjoyed this more chaotic get ready with me. I wasn't planning on filming this day, but I felt like I needed to, and I think it turned out kind of funny and cute for the memes. But if you want to check out anything I used in today's video, I'll have it listed in the description box down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!